Good afternoon, everybody. Skip Jeffries here, coming from the garage with a little Oklahoma store mayhem and chasing this and that to get shit fixed so you can close the door here and there. But anyways, from one of my other videos, I don't know if you watch these in order, but I'll give you a quick recap. We had storms ravaged through the town last night. A lot of rain, a lot of lightning. We even got to experience some time down in the old tornado shelter for a good half hour last night. But 3:30 this morning, we had lightning strike probably close or near to the house. I checked all over. I didn't see any burn marks anywhere on the house, but we had several circuit breakers trip and a flicker of power, and I heard a pop. I was actually up at that ungodly hour. I was getting ready to go to work. Well, actually checking email to see if I could go to work in the morning. My computer kind of flickered, like the power went out, and then the power came back on, thank goodness. But dummy me, when I went out to check to see if we had anything on fire on the house, I opened up the garage door not thinking that, hey, it may not come back down again. And lo and behold, after doing my due diligence and checking everything, that garage door will not close. So what I want to check here is like, well, can we kind of eliminate what we actually think the problem is? So I've got this handy dandy wire tester, but also on your sensor itself, it's got a light. So normally that thing goes green, so that's telling me if this one's working, that one there's an issue, but we want to make sure we've got power going to both these wires here. So we've got power. Let's head over to the other side. This is just quick maintenance here. As you can see, the LED is out. Let's see if we've got power. Power there. We've got live wires. Now with doing the outlet change, or the GFCI outlet change for the tankless water heater, I found out that our electrician kind of wired into the same wiring. So I know I can recommend before changing out these sensors to turn off your garage door power. So I think you can do it two ways. One at the circuit breaker, and then I believe if you pull it from the outlet there, that bad boy should disconnect your power, and we'll see. Just testing a theory here, folks. But I don't know, I think these are wired into it. So I'm guessing maybe not. But I need to do a hard reset anyways on that. But I'm thinking maybe not after looking at how they had that wired up. Well, no, I guess that disconnected it. So proved that theory right. We'll double check this side here too. I can give the old water heater a break. And just to double verify, I know it was working earlier, but I think I've got a live link going here just to make me feel safe. Light is on. So yeah, that bad boy's working. Alrighty, we're gonna get some tools together, do a little snippy snip on some wires, and follow or read some directions so we don't look like a total dumbass trying to hook this thing up. Goal is to get this garage door closed tonight so I can sleep easy tonight, not have to hammer hit it with a little quick release switch and let it ride its way down and then reconnect it, and hopefully it opens in the morning. But if we can avoid that whole rigmarole in the morning, it'll be great. So I'll come back to you later. Today's fix comes courtesy of Lowe's. I have this Craftsman set of, I guess, garage door sensors. Like when they were on sale, they were like 38 bucks and some change. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can quickly change this out and knock this out real quick. Feeling kind of tired, it's been a long day. So in your kit, you've got, so in the kit itself, you got two side brackets that you can either use as a floor mount, wall mount, or you can actually mount it on the rails, kind of like what ours is currently here. So did some rough measurements that they're sitting about 12 inches off the floor, and to make it even easier, whoever installed it the last time just kind of snubbed it up to this bracket here, and I just did a double quick measurements on both sides, and if we just kind of lay the new one on, it should slap in and be aligned without too much trouble. I know this thing gives you a little bit of up and down movement, so hopefully we'll get her knocked out quick and easy. Like I said, I'm tired, it's been a long day, so let's go ahead and see if we can knock this out. But in the kit too, you get both your sensors here, and it's simple 2-wire sensors. They got little LEDs on it to make sure that you know it's up and operational, and you should see a green light on one and I think an amber light on the other. And then it also includes this little bolt kit with some I guess you'd call them wire ends. So let's turn on some light on this situation, get illuminated, and grab one sensor. Let's do this one here, this one here. You can start it however you want to start it. I think we'll keep things simple. Like I said, we verified that the power was shut off, so I got a bag of goodies here. I think we'll start by just snipping some wires and going from there. So we got the new one on. You want it so it's kind of snug and flush. Take our new one here. We don't need all that wire. So we'll probably, that one there I think I had roughly about 6 inches. We'll do the same on that, see if we can separate it out. Read through the directions, didn't seem like it'd be that hard. You just kind of match up your colors. Separate these wires here a little bit. Give us a little bit to work with. And that one would have to be difficult. Let's see if we can clip that real quick and not end up in the ER. And I've got some heat shrink wraps I think I'm gonna put on it. Looks like somebody maybe did that. Let's see if we can get this wire snipped, kind of pulled back. I don't know if we need a little bit more. We can always snip some. So we do have power going to this wire, which is a good thing. Kind of verified or double verified that it was a sensor that kind of went on it. So that should give us enough freedom here. So our colors don't really match up to what they've got there, so I'm gonna go white to white and black and white to red. So let's see if we can actually find something to strip these wires. Been kind of 50-50 on stripping. I've got a couple different wire sets, but it always seems that something doesn't always work, and it's got a handy dandy gauge guide, kind of lets you know where you're at. That kind of feels like either a 16 or 8. Let's try the 16. If it doesn't go all the way through, then we'll snip her down to the 18. That was a little too loosey-goosey. Got a little bit of wire on it. Yeah, let's try the 20 to 22. There we go. I think we'll give her a little more. And I'm no electrician. Played the hell out of one today, so go ahead and get this side stripped. Try to roughly do them about the same, but I mean, it's a home job, so it don't have to be perfect. It just needs to be done. It looks pretty good. We'll see how that works. So let's get this side done. Now I always find it easy just to kind of strip all the wires that you need and go from there. Makes it life a lot easier. And thankfully these are all the same type of wire gauge. And it's a solid wire versus having that braided wire going on. That braided wire is kind of a pain in the ass. So, as I was saying, we've got our white to white. Let's open up this connector. This is a weird connector here. I've never seen them like this before. So I think they make it pretty simple. I think you put both your wire connections in there and you squeeze down on it here. So, like I said, I wanted to do some shrink wrap on it, maybe beautify it a little bit, and go from there. Either end works, I guess. I may not shrink wrap tonight. I'm pretty beat. I just want to get this thing hooked up. There we go. That way we've got the option to do so later, if so be it. White to white. I think if we do that on both sides. Now they said a regular adjustable pliers just to squeeze down on the end of that thing should do it. That was kind of weird. Some juice kind of came out, so let's see if that snugged it up. Seemed to do it. Alright, we'll do the same thing with this other. We've got the red to the, I guess you'd call it the white and black here. Snip that one just a skosh. So I guess the gauges are slightly different. We'll grab another one of those clips. And honestly, that's probably the easiest wire connection I've ever made. Almost feels like it's like maybe super glue, kind of weird. But hopefully that connection works. Probably should have left a little more line on it, but... And having that knob on there, look at that there, having that heat shrink is kind of pointless. So now they say you need to run your nut on through the back. Kind of line it up so it's self-locking. Put it through the hole and then kind of make your adjustments there and where you want it. We'll try to just kind of even it out, I guess. And I mean, that's pretty simple. We'll hop on to the other side. I don't think I'm going to bother with the shrink wrap on that side. And I guess we can clean up as we go here. And just repeat and rinse on this side here. Start with a little snippy snip to mat down for our safety pleasure. Let's snip, snip. And we can always snug those down later. We'll see if we can do a power on check. We'll make sure our rail is clear. We'll climb the ladder of death and see if our connections worked. Plug everything back in and see how it works here. Oof. Tear up the Subaru mirror. And simply like what I did before was just unplug the outlet to it. So there we go. Let's give her a go. Well, actually, let's see what the sensors line up. If we got LED, we've got green lit, and I can see, yeah, maybe amber on that one. So let's see if these things will line up and the door will close and life will be good. Looks like the sensor tripped when you passed it, so good sign. And there you go, folks. Another successful DIY home repair light sensor switch. Probably took me 45 minutes to an hour. Probably take the professional probably 10 minutes. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna see if I can raise this bad boy, do the double check, and boom, we're good. Doorsies, upsy, closies. But anyways, folks, we're gonna call it. I'm tired. Door works. I need a shower. Thanks for watching.